Are you familiar with the expression like a kid in a candy shop? And no, I'm not referring to JoJo's song. Ugh, God, I hate that I know that exists. Now that I'm getting older, I realize that when I was young, I used to laugh at adults for not knowing about the cool bands or the whatever cool trends that were out there. But they were full of it. They knew. They were just enjoying the adult privilege of not having to know or even care about the stupid trendy crap. After the ability to eat cookies for dinner, that's probably the best thing about being an adult.
As an adult, if I want a cookie, I have a cookie. Okay? I have 3 cookies or 4 cookies or 11 cookies.
But I digress. Where was I? Oh yeah, the candy shop. Not literal candy, obviously, but video game candy. What do I mean by that? I mean that there's something really incredible about that moment when you see an upcoming game that checks a bunch of boxes. It has a beautiful art style, cool characters, it's set in an interesting world, and just looks crazy fun. It's a feeling I get less often than ever, but more on that later. Right now, I want to get way overexcited about the Outer Worlds official announcement trailer, because that was my candy shop. And I'm the kid in the said shop, obviously. Or maybe Outer Worlds was the giant chocolate castle in that shop. Or maybe we should just let this metaphor die a good death and move on. Now, the trailer was cool all by itself. But then I read an article by Wes Finland titled Obsidian's The Outer Worlds blends Firefly and Fallout into a bold, open-ended sci-fi RPG. Which, holy shit. I mean, it's hard to explain this, but this is like a combination of everything I've ever loved. It's like Gal Gadot driving up to me in a Ferrari 458 Italia while holding Baja Blast in one hand and a deep dish pizza in the other, and telling you that she's always had a thing for slightly overweight gamers who haven't shaved yet today. Reading Wes Fenton's article made me ponder the things I love, like Firefly, Fallout, Mass Effect, Borderlands, and then imagine those are the inspirations for this game. Now, I'm not privy to the minds behind the Outer Worlds, but after reading and absorbing all the details revealed so far, I don't think it's a stretch to conclude that this game is a hodgepodge of several awesome things that I personally love.
Love. You can learn all the math in the verse. You take a boat in the air that you don't love, she'll shake you off just as sure as a turn in the worlds.
The one thing I noticed in the gameplay demo is the option to give dumb responses. This reminds me of the excellent dialogue options that were in Fallout New Vegas, only set in space, which then makes me think of Serenity and Josh Whedon's sense of humor. Watching Outer Worlds gameplay made me think back to what I love about each of those properties, and if Obsidian has managed to capture the magic and infuse even a tenth of what made them great into Outer Worlds, then we're in for a real treat when this game drops. Plus, from watching the demo footage, I'm really digging the graphic user interface. It has a nice retro sci-fi feel to it, and just, damn, it looks good. In my list of reasons for optimism, I have to add the designers, Tim Kaine and Leonard Boyarsky. They're just two of the minds behind the Outer Worlds. You might know them from Fallout 1 and 2, and it looks like they're bringing their dark, fun humor to the Outer Worlds. There are hints of it in the demo that Game Informer published earlier this month. I'll include a link to that video in the description below. This humor and silliness makes me think of Borderlands, and I really look forward to seeing that kind of fun again. Plus, I've always been partial to sci-fi spacer genre games. Mass Effect was my personal favorite game franchise until Mass Effect ending in Mass Effect 3. Yeah, I hold grudges. I even tried to play that buggy mess and insisted on being called Mass Effect Andromeda. But that franchise was ruined by hubris and bad corporate planning. Anyways, back to the Outer World. What I find really encouraging is this is a game without baggage. Think about that for a moment. When was the last time you saw a game announced that didn't have a moment of doubt or worry? When there wasn't a single red flag that made you wonder whether it was going to be a royal mess, or have some shady loot box dynamic, or get released with so many tiers and special editions that you begin to suspect the designers were hiding something. Anthem. It feels like the last year or so has been especially bad for game news. It's the rule, not the exception, for game announcements that come with controversy. Typically, announcements of big new games come with bad questions. Will it fail? Or disappoint? Or will its monetization just suck you dry like some horny vampire? Incidentally, that's one more thing that the Outer Worlds did right without even being asked. If 2018 is the year of the microtransactions, Obsidian took the high road. Credit to them. Loot boxes and the like will not be a stumbling block for the Outer Worlds. Well, just watch this.
So Leonard, are we going to have microtransactions in the game?
Nope.
And Tim, how about loot crates?
Nope.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Man, does this clip age well. This was back in 2017, and considering the criticisms made about microtransactions since then, including the ones I've made, The fact that they're releasing a game that's a real game and not a wallet-sucking investment opportunity makes the Outer Worlds look so damn good. If you made it this far in the video, first, thank you. And second, yes, this video was an excuse to just gush over our upcoming game and combine that with my love of the Firefly universe. So mark my words, the Outer Worlds is going to be a hit. And the reason is clear. This is a game where you can already see the pure joy that went into making it. And speaking as a gamer, I cannot wait to experience it. And one last favor, please like this video and subscribe. I want you to know I appreciate you. I don't take your time for granted. Thank you for spending it with me, and thank you for watching.